Most people feel down sometimes, but if it's affecting your life, there are things you can try that may help. It's usually possible to improve a low mood by making small changes in your life. By discovering what works best for you, you can keep helping yourself in the future. And this video offers some self-help tips. Feeling down can feel the same as being sad, but it can also be a combination of being sad, angry, scared. You can also feel restless, irritated, suffer from negative thoughts, and even have physical complaints. It's important to know that many people suffer from it, but it can be quite hard to feel like this on a regular basis. So be kind to yourself and know that it's okay to feel what you feel. Sometimes you can clearly say where your feelings come from. Another time it's suddenly there, and it may take you a while to get over it. However, you need to intentionally make an effort to improve your mood if you want your day to turn around. Try to find out for yourself what things work best for you. If your sadness has a clear reason, you can see if you can first find a solution. Take a critical look at when you are feeling down. It's good to keep track on this, for example, in a diary. This way you may find out that you are feeling sad most in the morning. Then you can take that into account and see what you can do about it. When people are feeling down, they often have negative thoughts. Anyway, we gravitate towards negative information and it even carries more weight. Negative thoughts are more powerful in our brain processing than positive ones. According to research, we require more positive messages for every negative one to feel good. Thoughts like, "I'm never gonna get this right," or "nobody likes me," may be normal, but they are not always true or helpful. You may feel sad at first and then have such unhelpful thoughts. But it is also possible that you have unhelpful thoughts and then you become down as a result. In any case, you start to feel better by turning unhelpful thoughts into helping thoughts. But before you do, think about what kind of negative thoughts you have. Are there any thoughts from this list that you recognize? Sometimes you are not even aware that you are having negative thoughts. So the next time you are feeling down, pay close attention to what you are actually thinking. And then how can you think differently? Look for a helpful thought that is a positive one. Here are some examples for inspiration. If you change your negative thoughts, or at least bring them out of balance, you will feel better. That sounds great, but of course it's not that easy. It's something that takes time and you have to teach yourself step by step. Every time you have an unhelpful thought, you can try to think differently. It's important that you come up with helpful thoughts that you can actually believe. For example, don't think, "My whole life is fantastic, but every now and then I have setbacks, but many good things also happen." The unhelpful thought, "I can't do anything properly," can change too. "I need to practice more often, and there are other things I am good at." Another example, "Nobody likes me," changes too. "A couple of people have been unkind, but Stephen, Lucy, and Anne like me." "I am never going to find love" becomes, "If I am patient and go on enough dates, I will find someone. Until then, I'll be happy with all the things I do have in my life." When you are down, you often do less fun things. For example, because you don't feel like it. But you can also turn it around. If you don't do a lot of enjoyable things, this causes sad feelings. By doing more fun things during the day, you will notice that you gradually become less gloomy. You'll get more energy and feel better. You'll also often be more satisfied with yourself, or you get nice reactions from others. You may be doing quite a few things already, but do you also do enough things that make you really happy? And do you see enough people you really enjoy? Trying to find out for yourself whether the activities you do every day are really valuable. Do more fun stuff. Sounds simple, but it's not that easy. I often hear this from people who are feeling down. Some even react irritated at first. How can I suggest such a thing? But that's how it works. Even a small task can feel like a mountain if you really don't feel like it. Yet it's important that you are brave and do it anyway, reluctantly. Something that might help is imagining how good you'll feel afterwards if you did. Maybe not right away, not always in the short term, but in the long run, I promise you. Just because you need to do more pleasant things every day when you are feeling down doesn't mean you have to take huge steps. You don't have to plan your whole day right away, but start with one fun activity and add regularly more small activities. Also take a critical look at whether you can limit activities that you don't enjoy. So, what fun things can you do? Think about what you used to like. Look at these options for inspiration. Who can you do something fun with, or would you rather do it alone? Well, if you're down, social contacts may tire you. Yet we all need friends and family around us every now and then. So maybe you can see if you can do fun activities with others. It may be that you have outgrown your old hobbies, or that you simply need something new in your life. Then it can help to try new things. Doing new things can be quite exhausting. You can always try it one time. Maybe you really don't know what you like anymore. That can be because you do too often things others like. Think carefully about what you really like. Take a pen and paper and write down all things that come to mind when you think of fun, enjoyable things. That could be as small as going for a 10 minutes walk, making yourself a tasty sandwich, watching a movie, reading 10 pages from an interesting book, or as big as your best friend's wedding. You can eventually ask a close friend to come up with some ideas. Putting some structure in place to help organize your day is important to combat sadness and depression. There are several reasons for this. Having routines make life easier because routines don't involve too much decision making. This reduces the fatigue of always having to make choices. So if your life is organized, you feel less stressed. Routine can help you feel more fulfilled and save more energy. Structure can help you sustain activities because they become habitual. But where do you start? Your sleep schedule is very important. See if you can get up at about the same time each day and go to bed at the same time. You can also schedule naps. One nap a day around 2 p.m. is often best, but no longer than 20 minutes. Second is your eating schedule. Knowing when you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner can give structure to your day. You can even schedule snacks to give yourself a sense of security. In addition, plan activities throughout the day so the different types of activities alternate. For example, first plan an useful activity such as washing the dishes, and then plan an enjoyable activity such as watching a series. Don't be too hard on yourself when planning. Plan a few small things first. You can always adjust it later. If you're feeling down or having mild depression, you can already achieve a lot with lifestyle changes. Watch this video about exercise and mental health and this one about the role of nutrition. But how do you keep up with all the things we discussed today? If you set yourself a goal of what you want to achieve, you are twice as likely to actually try. So set an achievable goal. What do you want to achieve? Think about when you want to achieve your goal. And keep track of the steps you've taken and how far you come. A low mood often gets better after a few days or weeks. If it doesn't not pass, or if you feel like unable to resume normal function, this could be a sign of clinical depression. In this case, always look for professional help. You can check out my other videos on depression if you want to know more. And as always, like, share and subscribe. Thank you for staying with me. Take care. See you soon.